downsize it, and I'm joined by Social General Rob for a very special bat rep for a very special week, leading up to a very special day. And Matt Soms, this is for you. He has challenged me for a rematch, especially on this week of weeks for the game.
Yes.
And for those of you that don't know what the game is, it is the only game that matters every college football season. You could have a winning season, a losing season.
Yeah.
You could win your bowl game, lose your bowl game. Mm-hmm. The only game that matters is the one that's coming up this Saturday. The game between the Ohio State Buckeyes and some team up north.
Michigan?
I'm sorry, man. It is, the greatest rivalry in all sports, not just college football. And it is time for that week. And Matt, or I should say, at Soms, at So's or something like that. You guys know what I'm saying. If you're from Ohio, we don't say the letter during this week. They're X'd out all over Buckeye campus. They are.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Every single is X'd out all over campus.
So you don't go to McDonald's? You go to Arnold's?
People probably don't even figure that place.
Okay, just make sure.
During this week.
Okay.
And Matt, before we get started, in your honor, I have a special song for you. It's a traditional song.
Oh, that's
for Ohio fans, and I just thought I'd sing it for you, and I hope your family's listening.
Wait, I think that's for Matt, for Michigan.
Or at Michigan, yes.
Oh.
So, we don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan, the whole state of Michigan, the whole state of Michigan. We don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan. We're from Ohio. We're from Ohio. O-H. We're from Ohio. I-O. We don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan, the whole state of Michigan. The whole state of Michigan. We don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan. We're from Ohio. And I really hope your family was listening to that and recording it. That is also a traditional song the entire state of Ohio sings during this week.
Well, Matt Soms as a response to that, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm sure you weren't expecting it. But the reason why, and this is probably getting ahead of our game, literally, the commander of this fleet, of the Michigan fleet, is Sato, because he doesn't want to get rid of the red dice. He wants all the red dice off the board.
Ah, I see.
No red.
It's fitting. It's fitting. Got to transfer those red dice to black dice.
That's right.
Too bad you can't transfer it to blue dice. I know you wish you could. Well, I think maybe you can. I think you do.
Maybe I don't know.
Anyway, so we are going to do this a little differently. We're actually going to be going into fleet submission now. I'm not going to do it separate at home because we have some special players here today.
Yes, we
discuss. And because, even though this week the team up north is the home team in a place called Big House, because I don't know, maybe they're compensating for something. I don't call the place the Big House, but we're just going to leave it at that. But in this game, the Ohio State Buckeyes are the home team. We're playing in the shoe today because Matt and Rob were.
No, I still think you should be the home team. I mean, no, I should be the home team and you get the visitors. Because if you're going to do it that way.
Well, you chose first player, so I'm the home team, second player.
Okay, so that's the reason.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's first player for the Michigan team. We got Sato on the CR90. He's going to get rid of all that red dice. He don't want to see no red on the field. He wants to get rid of all that red you see in front of him. All right. He's flying the Liberator. Now, his coach name, it's got at the end of the game, we'll find out what it's going to be. That's a pressure that Matt put on me. Anyway, we'll get back to that. Next, we have two MC-30s. Actually look exactly alike. They might be twins. They might be high-fiving themselves later. We'll see. The first one, number 2, which is the numbered one, is Charles Woodson. He's speed. These guys are all speed. Okay. The other one that's unmarked, because unfortunately I do not have that number, and well, he didn't want to bring that number with him. So, anyways, number 21, which is unmarked, is Desmond Howard. And then the GR75 with Bright Hope is Tom Brady. Which, Matt, you took a dug at me, would you believe it or not? So, or maybe it was a cheer, I'm not sure. And this fleet is made to get out there and remove the red from the field. Because he wants to prove that that team that you ran, Ben, or N, I don't know if they say M's, D's in there, but over there, but that you ran in the Alberta battle, that you did for him, you did it in Ohio colors, even though he named all the stuff, the Michigan and stuff.
I named it myself.
No, the fleet's name was Edmonton.
Edmonton, that's not Michigan. That's in Canada.
But hey, that's what he named it. Okay, fine. Hey,
he had nothing Michigan there. That's why I was like, I'm just going to take this to be my own in honor of Matt.
And this
you
shows
guys should go back and watch that. All the great OSU players representing Matt songs.
I'm sure they'll be up in a minute.
Yes.
But so that shows how much I know of the Ohio and Michigan State's college football game. Basically, I'll raise it back so far. That's it. Yes, and then for the fighters, we have Hara. She'll be leading the gang with Ketsu, and Shara and Taiko will be going with them, and they'll be coming in to take out the whatever they can get, because they know what they got to do for the commando to win. Get rid of all the red of this field. And now we leave it to the visitor, the home team. Sorry,
the home team. Yes. And before I go over my fleets, we're going to have a brief cut because there's a tradition at Ohio State home games in the Horseshoe that is Script Ohio. I hope you all enjoy, especially you Matt Soms. And I hope I don't get pulled from YouTube for playing this.
I hope I don't get hurt doing this.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. It's always so nice to see the I dotted and Script Ohio on the home field.
Yeah, her.
So, let's go over the fleet. Commanding the fleet, we have Koon. And also, just as a slight thing, this is actually a potential LEO list for me, by the way.
Okay.
Just kind of a Las Vegas Open practice. Most likely, maybe for the relaxed tournament or the main tournament. I want to see if I can make this work. But anyway, Koon is the commander. On the Venator 2, the command ship which is named, we're going modern today. Coach Ryan Day, the amazing head coach that has been our coach for the past 2.5 years, the strategic mastermind, which is why he is on the command ship. And within that command ship, we do have rapid launch bays. So all fighters can be housed in there.
Oh, Ben.
Yep.
Ben.
And the fighters is basically our stars on offense this season. We have Ahsoka Tano, who is also known as C.J. Stroud, the Ohio State quarterback for this year, who's doing actually a really good job for being a first-year, a redshirt freshman, first-year starter. Then we have 4 ARC 170s, which are his 4 primary weapons on offense. We have Trayvon Henderson, our lead running back. We have Garrett Wilson, one of our star receivers. Jackson Smith and Jigba, our slot receiver, who has been doing absolutely phenomenal. And then we have Chris Olave, who is going to be a first-round draft pick, most likely. And it's probably the best wide receiver in the country right now. The Ven 1, the battleship, with the Spot T, Code Captain Zach, assault concussion missiles, or it might be assault protons, no, they're assault concussions, and all that fun stuff, trying to do the carrier battleship combo. This one is just going to be in general the Ohio State defense.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Because we don't have any superstars on defense this year, which is great, it's more of a team, so yeah. But the defense as a whole is doing much better now. We're not going to talk about the Penn State game 2 weeks ago. Not Penn State, Purdue game.
Purdue now.
Penn State did really well. So, but the Venator 1 is representing the Ohio State defense as a whole, going in, striking, putting the hurt on with those spot hits, and supporting it, since this is a home game. The Pelta,
yes,
with its projection experts to help, heal up,
right,
revive,
yeah.
Give out those munitions tokens to fuel the spot.
Keep them going.
Is the 12th man, the home field, the horseshoe, the fans of Ohio State.
The fans.
The crowd of the horseshoe is the Pelta as it continues to support the offense and the defense, especially the defense, because that's when it really gets loud, is when the defense is on the field.
They fit in that.
Oh yes.
There's not many.
And
there's not many in there.
I have to say, it's close to 105,000
that fit in that.
And
that's really jammed. That's really jammed.
It is.
Yeah.
So, I hope y'all are ready for this grudge match, rematch between the Ohio State Buckeyes and some team up north that Axe is apparently a fan of, and in honor of the game week this week. And of course, after that happens, we'll see what my next back rep has to say after this game happens, because
we'll see what both of our bat reps say after this.
Because we'll have to see who comes out the winner.
Yes.
We'll see if good old Harbaugh can finally pull out a win against the Ohio State Buckeyes. I don't even know why he's still a coach.
All right, both yours.
That's an odd choice, by the way. I'm surprised you didn't pick Schembeckler, but anyway.
That's not me.
So,
I'm just
no, that's Matt's choice. All right, so, and also, since we're doing the fleet submission all together, on this section, we'll go over the mission.
Yes.
Rob chose to, my options were targeting beacons, rift ambush, and volatile deposits. And Rob chose to do rift ambush. And with this one, we don't have the station, but we add the rift and 2 dust fields. I get to place all the obstacles, and then we deploy. And then the rift does slingshot maneuvers. I can actually turn on the slingshot. Rob has to go straight. The dust fields obviously block line of sight. So, yeah.
That's because we're fast. We don't even need to go near the rift. We're not worried about it.
Yeah, we'll see how
we
that works out.
We know how to maneuver. They don't know how to maneuver. That's why they need training. They go back through running through those tires and all that stuff. Yeah.
So we'll see if history repeats itself and the team up north goes down yet again to the Ohio State Buckeyes. Or if maybe, I'm not going to bring it up, that possibly is not going to happen this year. It's not even going to happen in this game, let alone at the game. this coming Saturday. So, coming up next, you're going to see Rob and I deploying in a sped up overlay, and then we'll talk about our strategy and tactics in the pregame interview. Okay, so you're going to see us deploying now on a sped up overlay. And Rob, why don't you tell me about Matt's fleet and the strategy behind it and your deployment here?
Well, this is all Matt's idea, of course, because he sent in the fleet. It's his team. He wants to speed kills. So, as you can see, the GR-75 is probably going down right now as we're talking. That's where he wanted it with the squads. Right there, you'll see coming up slowly. As I'm sure you're probably switching over to a Venator tomorrow. But as things go on, you're going to see a different kind of layout that Matt has decided is going to be a good play for the game. It's going to be speed we're going for. We're just going to go all out for it. So, we're going to hit him hard and keep on moving. We're going to get through his barriers with his defense because, as you heard, his defense wasn't good 2 weeks ago. I don't know. Might not be good anymore. So, we're going to go through the defense and we're going to just knock off that red, just like Sato said, off the board. It's really basic, really simple. GR-75 will be repairing things. And then we have on both of the MC-30s the title of the non-caloric excess fleet. So they'll be able to repair each other if they are within range and such by tapping each other's cards. So it's all about running fast, keeping your guys patched up as they move through the sides court. Ready?
Ed, you want to comment about the setup here? It's kind of a unique setup here.
It is a unique setup.
What's the plan?
Well, what's the plan? If I tell you the plan, then you'll know.
Oh, okay.
No. Again, this is Matt's plan. Matt has been trying several games on TTS, and throughout, I think he's done some live games too. And he's found out that this plan has worked for him. So he suggested to me to try it. Of course, he didn't expect Ben to try that. So, hey Matt, as you're seeing the speed up display and stuff like that, deployment, you're going to see that Ben has basically kind of moved things in different ways you probably have not seen or not played against. So I'm going to do it your way anyways, and I'm going to see if I can adapt to it and make them work. So, they're all going speed 4, except for the GR-75 and the Liberator CR-90. They're going speed 3s. And we shall see if they can not hit each other, first of all, because I'm very good with that, the MC-30s. Everybody who watches this channel. So, just get in there and hopefully knock out what we can, quick and fast. It's all about speed with this one.
Okay. So, this fleet, as I said in the opening, is going to be a potential Las Vegas Open fleet that I want to potentially try out and see if I can make work with a lot of my favorite elements of the Republic. So the command ship is the carrier, it's Ven 2, and I really like the idea of the rapid launch bays. I want to make them work. And with Ahsoka, or just a generic Aethys, right? But I like Ahsoka. And dropping 4 arcs and not having to worry about their speed. And with Ahsoka nearby, and Ahsoka herself, and with Koon's ability, they all will have grit. So that means it takes multiple squadrons to lock them down, right? So I can move them and do bombing, etc. And it's got the thermal shield, so it is designed to be, almost kind of like the tank and so, but not quite. It's just thermal shields is enough. It's primary as the carrier. And way back when, months ago, late spring, when these first came out, we were talking about the Venator. My favorite thing about the two is that they're both clearly, one is a carrier, the other one's like a battleship. So I wanted to run a battleship fit on the Ven 1. And the Ven 1, you've seen me run this before, you've seen other people run this before. This is nothing unique. It's Ven 1, it's got Clone Captain Zach. The idea is to get the spot shots out the side, get the extra dice, and have people double arc, then get them with the front arc. So that's going to be the primary thing with the Ven 1, is to double arc people, is to get the spot out the side of Clone Captain Zach's extra dice, and then you get them out the front with the 3 red, 3 black. Ordnance experts for the reroll on the black. And I'm toying around with what I want to do with everything else. Like I've got Assault Concussions on there right now with XI7s. Assault Concussions is for the extra damage. XI7s to prevent people from redirecting more than one. One possible change that I'm thinking that I could swap out for is doing Assault Protons instead, and then link Turbo Laser Towers. That way I can reroll my reds. The only reason why is because I did that the first time I played against Trent months ago when I had my match against him when I had just screwed up my entire game plan, which I've learned from. But the thing is, I only want getting the reds when I'm not. The spot doesn't have reds, so link Turbo Laser Towers is worthless when I'm doing my spot shot.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it might be more beneficial to have XI7s so that I can actually have the damage go where I want, and to reduce the efficiency of a lot of people's tokens. Although here it's not going to be he has advanced projectors on the MC30s, which is, I think you almost need to do that on MC30s. They have the double redirect and advanced projectors, so that's going to kind of negate the XI7s. So anyway, that's the battleship. And then the Pelton one just be pure support. I didn't worry about Bomber Command because there's a way that I can build this where I can fit Bomber Command, but I kind of don't need it because I'm actually happy with arcs. They have 2 blue dice. Most of the time you're going to get something good.
Yeah.
Plus Flow getting a free accuracy.
I know. It's sweet.
So it's almost like I don't need Bomber Command with arcs and Flow.
Mm-hmm.
So I, instead of doing that, I did munitions resupply just to help refresh the spot.
Yep.
And it's difficult because both the spot and Clone Captain Zach require concentrated fire tokens to refresh. So it's one of those where I just expect Clone Captain Zach only to happen twice because he gets 1 free refresh. But usually that's almost all the time you're ever going to get 2-sided spot shots in total game.
Probably. Yeah.
And then I put Projection Experts on the Pelta to help with repairing shields. So especially the Ven 1 because he doesn't have thermal shields, to just use it as a repping ship to repair shields.
Right.
There's a version of this where I might try to get my own tokens for the Ven 1 on its own, and put repair crews on the Pelta, so it's really repairing. But as I experiment with this between now and LVO, that's something that can be experimented with.
You know, plenty of time to.
Yes, plenty of time.
Yeah.
So here's where it's interesting. You guys, by now, we're already past the deployment. You've already seen the pictures. So my plan with this, if someone picks Rift Ambush, is to, because I'm always going to be at a deployment disadvantage, not just to have 3 shifts, but because I keep my squads in the Ven 2. I don't get them for deployment scenes.
Right.
Is to pick a corner and basically set up my castle and come get me.
Right.
Come at me, bro, type of thing. The reason why I deploy them at an angle is just in case my opponent wants to try to, swing around or whatever, or doesn't want to play that game and come through all the mess I laid for him. That way I can actually easily get myself out of my own little castle.
Mm-hmm.
And leading with the Ven 1 because that's expendable, and also the major firepower, and then coming in behind with the carrier, do the late drop with bombers to maybe finish people off. So with this fleet, and this is how I probably play every single game, especially if people pick Rift Ambush, is just to pick a corner and turtle up and let them come to me. And so we'll see how it plays out. This is my first time trying, not first time, second time. I set these up similar to the way that Palladium was doing it when I played Trent with his Rift Ambush setup. I try to do a little bit different where it's just a minefield trying to come through the debris field and just force the opponent to have to come a specific way.
Mm-hmm.
And that specific way does involve the rift, so they're going to have to contend with that. And that way I can funnel them into my kill zone. So we'll see how it plays out. So we got Coach Day, the OSU defense, and the Ohio State fans, all on their home field. And then my offense is sitting, waiting. You could say the rapid launch base is the Ohio State offensive line. They're sitting behind the offensive line, ready to go, ready to drop. And all of the offensive all-stars we have ready to drop out. So
Getting ready for the kickoff, right?
Get ready for the kickoff, that's right.
Yeah.
So, Coming up next, Rob and I are going to plan our dials, and then we'll be back at the start of round 1. There we are, start of round 1. We have the Ohio State Buckeyes in the horseshoe, their castle. On the left we have Coach Ryan Day, Koon, with his offensive stars CJ Stroud, Trayvon Henderson, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, and I just blanked on the name. No, Chris Olave. And then we have our support cheering us along, giving us renewed the Ohio State fans in the Pelta, and then the Ohio State defense on the Ven 1, the battleship. Everyone going speed 1 on my end. And over here we have Desmond Howard. We have Tom Brady. We have Charles Woodson. And then we have an unnamed coach.
Coach Sato, last name unknown.
Yeah, because, the team up north just can't seem to
make up their mind.
And pick good coaches, but But what I forgot to do when you guys saw the deployment, but we did it after I turned the camera off, was move the coach forward speed 1 and increase his speed to 4. So everyone's going 4 except Bright Hope, Tom Brady at speed 3.
Yeah, up first, Tom Brady, the GSR 75, those who don't know. He's got engineering dial, and he's taking the token, and he's moving at speed 3. We turn slightly outwards, get away from that castle a little bit. Doesn't need to really be there.
Okay, we're going to start with the OSU fans on the Pelta. To navigate, slowing down to speed 0.
Okay, here comes Desmond now, the MC30. He's got an engineering dial. He takes the token, and moving at speed 4, he's going to fly right up by these squadrons right here.
Okay, we have Coach Day on the Ven 2. As he navigate, slowing down to speed 0.
Okay, here comes the coach in the CR90. It's an engineering dial. He takes the token, and going at speed 4 because we just got fast all of a sudden. We're going right up here. We're just taking a slight turn up here towards the GR75.
And lastly, we have the Ohio State defense. And you see it coming, guys. It's a navigate zone to 0. We're going to let this team up north come into our house.
Okay, here goes Charles Woodson. And the MC30, number 2 marked. It's an engineering dial. He takes the token. Kind of looks the same as the other team. And we move up there. Whoops. Knocked him just a little bit there. There we go. Got right behind Coach.
Alright, that's it for the ship phase, guys. We'll let Rob move his squads in the squad phase. And we'll be back at the start of round 2. Start of round 2, the Ohio State Buckeyes at station keeping under orders of Coach Day. Meanwhile, the team up north still moving in at top speed, and same thing with their squad to move forward at top speed towards this outer dust field. Will they come in to engage this turn? I don't know, we'll see. I think there's still just going to be more posturing here in round 2.
Okay, up is Tom Brady, the GR75. It is a navigation dial, which we'll be using to put the extra click at number 1, which we turn towards the port side, and then we put everything else you can see is where.
Going back to the fans, it is an engineering and taking a token, and the fans are going to be distributing. Actually, this happens before I reveal the dial, but distributing some much needed support and cheering, sending out concentrate fire token to the defense. Get them prepped, ready to go. Munitions resupply. And then still at speed 0.
Alright, up comes Desmond and his MC30. He has a navigation dial. He just to slow down to speed 3. And using the extra click at 1, and he turns right up here. He does knock off Hera. Ketsu, sorry, and which is going to be placed by Ben.
Okay, we're going to go with the Ohio State defense. It is a navigate, and we are taking a token, staying at speed 0. And then at the end of the activation, They are going to start targeting with their Spotty, this special defensive package that our coaches have cooked up, and is just beyond awesome that this other team up north just won't be prepared for. And out the left side is my declaration.
Okay, up next is the coach of the CR90. Going speed 4 continues. It's a navigation dial, which he uses to click at the 1, and then moves us straight on up, and taking the speed.
And lastly, we have Coach Day. It is a navigate, taking a token. I'm sure everyone watching is shocked at the synergy you're seeing. And staying at speed 0.
Okay, Charles Woodson is up, and now he is moving. It's a navigation dial, first of all. We're using the dial, of course. And we use an extra click at the 1 to move towards the port side. Just going to keep on going up at 4. Right there.
And that is the end of the ship phase. Again, squad phase. We'll let Rob do that off camera. And then we'll be back at the start of round 3. The first quarter of this ball game has been, pretty uneventful, just posturing, kind of like a Big Ten football, nothing really going on. But things I assume are about to start getting explosive. Round 3, roughly, a third of the way through the second quarter. Still at speed 0 for the Ohio State Buckeyes, still playing it close to the vest right now. Refresh the spot with the Confire on the defense, and the crowd have gone to the concession stands and rejuvenated themselves to help rejuvenate the team. Refresh munitions resupply with its own token. So, as you can see, Shara and Taiko moved into the dust field with Hara and Ketsu trying to play catch-up. Will there be engagement this round? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I actually did that wrong, and this is just so for me learning for if I take this to tournament so I do it right. Munitions resupply, I don't think you can refresh it on the tokens on the card, because it doesn't specifically say you can refresh with tokens on the card. Like Clone Captain Zach specifically says you can refresh with tokens on the card. Then you have tokens on the ship to refresh munitions, same thing with parts. So last turn I would have given myself a Confire, then use that to refresh. So just a little take back there, just to make sure that I don't forget and that I learn if I decide to take an iteration of this to the LVO.
Alright, up is Tom Brady in the GR75. It's a navigation dial, and he's using an extra click at the 1. And he's all the clicks he has. And he's turning in, and because just like Tom Brady, he usually falls behind. Alright, up is Desmond Howard, MC80. It's a navigation dial, which he's using at the 1. And he's just going to use it at the 1, and at the 2 he's going to use the click, but he's not going to do anything at the 3. Just going right up there, skirting around it.
Alright, got the fans. On the Pelta, it is a navigate, taking a token, staying at 0. And using munitions resupply to distribute more support, giving itself a Confire token so it can refresh itself. And I want the nav for potential speeding up. I got rid of the engineering token. And then giving a Confire token to the Ohio State defense. Then what?
Hey, Charles Woodsman. And now he's doing a little fancy footwork. And it's a navigation dial. And he used it at the 1. So he's going to come flying up here. He's going to right up and join Howard.
Coach Day, knowing that discretion is the better part of valor. Now you just need to be patient. Is a squadron command. I'm going to take a token and not use his nav token to speed up. Staying at speed 0.
Alright, up next is the coach. And going to speed 4. It's navigation dial. He'll be using it at the 1. So we click to starboard. Also comes to 2 starboard. 3 going straight and 4 going straight. And it looks like we're going right there. We're going to be checking now to see if we're how close to the rift and to the spot T, which I'm sure Ben would love.
Yep. Rift is going to push you.
And the rift does push the coach.
Yeah, I think that just made that a clear shot.
So we will check on Ben's turn. Oh, we checked out.
Yeah, it's a clear shot. From the debris field. Poor coach.
Yep, poor coach.
Okay, it is time for the Ohio State defense. It is a navigate, and I'll be using that dial. And we are within black dice range of the spot token going out the side, and I will be using Clone Captain Zach. You could say this is like some special linebacker play, maybe like a nickel formation. And you know this is illegal in normal football, but the coach has wandered onto the field, and it's time for the defense to smack him. Get back on your sidelines, coach. And this is a clear line of sight, dot to dot, not only for the dust field, but also debris field, so no obstruction. So a spot shot, side to side, into the coach. Okay. And I also checked the range measurements. That real range is long range, not extreme range. But effective short for the dice. So we've got 5 blue, 1 black. Starting off. Not bad start. Then we will clone Captain Zach. Since this is out the side, we will add in a black. Well, I'm tempted to add in a blue. Maybe get another accuracy to stop both evades. Not worry about your redirect. I think I'm going to do actually a blue instead. See if we can't get another accuracy. No, it's fine. Just to force you to spend an evade to cancel this. So I'm going to reroll this. Ordnance experts, nope. So no APTs going off, and I'll stop your redirect. So that'll be 6 damage coming into the side.
6 damage, that's a lot. I have to evade something. So
I cancel a dice.
Yep, and I cancel a. I also cancel a blue crit.
Okay, so that's 5 damage. Can't redirect. So 2 on the shields, and 3. I'm blocking it with a.
No, I'm looking at it.
And then the first one will be face up. So comms noise. Your opponent may reduce your speed by 1 or choose a new command. Well, you don't have a command, so I'm going to change your speed. So why not? I'll reduce your speed to 3. And 1 health remaining. Almost one-shot at the coach. So close. Okay, the defense is now ready to start blitzing. Blitz package is in. Using the nav dial and token to speed up to 2, getting an extra click at the 1. I'm also going to use the Rift, home field advantage, to slingshot myself around even further. Then I do a speed 1 maneuver, but I can actually do a turn based on my speed 1 because I'm second player, home team, yep. And we are going to use that and get a little click. Keep on turning. Now granted, we are right in the midst of these MC30s, and it's going to take a pounding. That's okay. The Ohio State defense is ready. And we're going to replace the spot that we picked up. And we're actually going to go up the starboard side. Some defensive strategy tactics, defensive coordinator, putting in some interesting tactics here. So spot out the starboard. You guys couldn't quite see that. Let me move this so you can see where it ended up. There it is. And that is it for the shift phase. Squad phase, again, is just going to be movement, no attacking. Although, Rob actually might be able to make Tycho Rogue. Yep, Harry can make Tycho Rogue and he can come in and throw in a black dice. Did you want to do that, or do you... Well, actually, we'll just do that off camera. I'll let you know if Rob decides to do that because he has some things to think about, I think. So, it is now halftime. Going to the locker room after these squads move. Halftime adjustments, and we'll be back at the start of round 4. little recap, squad phase. Tycho and Shar moved over to this debris field. Hera and Ketso moved up behind this asteroid field, chose not to engage. Status phase, Clone Captain Zack and the Spot were refreshed, as was the munitions resupply. There's one left on there for me. And then redundant shields, raised one shield on the port side for Coach whoever. And then shields to maximum has been burned for the round, and that'll allow the ships, when they reveal a command, to heal one shield. Right now the only damage is on Sato, but there might be more damage coming out, so it could be useful, and Sato might die, so Rob did not want to lose that card permanently. We're now into the second half, start of third quarter, and things are definitely going to start heating up.
Okay, up first is Coach. And he is firing, well, first of all, it's navigation dial, using it. And with redundant shields, he did gain a
Shields to the maximum.
Shields to the maximum, but then.
Redundant shields is last turn. So shields are back to full now.
And I'll be taking my front shot into the Venator. With my side shot, I'll be shooting into the Delta. Because it cannot hit the Venator, but I thought, why not? Instead of Delta.
And both of these are speed 0, so no defense tokens. Okay, first off, the Coach on the Ishkin side is insulting the fans. Just getting a little,
Give him a finger.
Yep, that sort of thing. So, side to side, blank. Then front to front into Coach Day. So
Yep.
the coaches are throwing insults back at each other. Double. So 2 damage on the front. Nothing I can do about it.
Okay, Coach Sato has just mooned the other coach of the other team, that Ohio team, that red thing, and is now moving at speed 4 because of the navigation dial, and is turning as much as possible to get away from those defensive quarterbacks.
Defensive quarterbacks. Interesting.
Or defensive whatever.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm a sportsman.
Okay, it's time for the Ohio State defense to show Charles Woodson how it's done. It is a concentrate fire, close range for the front, and effective close, but medium range, but that's the same thing for his evades, from the side. And I did measure the angle, barely clipping inside the arc here, so I am getting a side to side. And it is clear from yellow dot to yellow dot, because I'm not crossing yellow dot to yellow dot the gravity rift. So we are about to show Charles Woodson, defense to defense, how it is done. Alright, so we're going to start with the spot shot, because you have to do ignition first. So it'll be 5 blue, 1 black to get us going here. That was a really good start. I'm actually really happy with those 2 accuracies. Stop your advanced projector redirects for sure. Then we're going to clone Captain Zack in a black. And then we're going to do concentrate fire on this one, adding in a black. And then we are going to ordnance experts these 2 black. Then get another one. And I'm going to use my accuracies to lock down both of your redirects.
Okay, we're going to re-roll we're going to use an evade. We're going to use 1. So we're going to use the evade on the, well, it's likely the black, the double there. Yeah.
Normal hit.
It's far better than
It was. So 6 damage. So that'll be 3 off the shield, and then 3 internal. First one face up. And blue crit. Comms noise. Same thing as last time. I can choose your dial.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to do that. To navigate. Well, this is going to be a squadron command. Alright, so that was the first part of the defense. The defensive line coming in, hitting Charles Woodson. Now for the linebackers on a blitz with some safety support. 3 black, 3 red, out the front. This is much more mediocre. It all averages out in the end, as we all know. Then we are going to ordnance both of these blacks here. Blanks. Charles Woodson getting off lucky here.
Very lucky. So he is going to basically be
It's not now.
So I'm going to be let's see. We're going to just redirect shields. And since we have advanced projectors, we're going to redirect them to the opposite side.
We can save one there. Save that side 7. Have to put one somewhere else.
So we'll put one on the other side, like I said, the opposite, the port starboard side. There is 0 there, correct?
On the what?
On the
port side is 0, yes.
Yeah.
Moving one to the starboard.
Right.
And you got one left.
And the other one will go to the forward.
Okay. So front and starboard shields down to 2, port shields down to 0. And now for movement. Some shenanigans going on. The Ohio State defense trying to slam into Charles Woodson without hitting Desmond Howard, so that the ramming goes to Woodson and killing him, getting him off the field. So doing this maneuver here, which will cause me to ram both ships here, measured the distance, and Charles Woodson was probably about maybe, I don't know, 1/4 inch, or for you metric types, I don't know, maybe 3-4 centimeters closer. Yeah. But it was clear enough that it was easy to tell. So Woodson will be rammed by the Ohio State defense. Ohio State defense taking some damage from that hit. Go back to the 1 here. And then, since I'm on the rift, I have to do a speed 1 maneuver. And just because your Ohio State defense is out for blood, we're going to do a turn in and ram again, but this time ramming Desmond Howard. And damage on Desmond.
Alright, we're up with Desmond. And Desmond has a navigation dial, which he'll be using, of course. And he's got a double arc right to the front of the defensive player. I don't remember their name.
Ohio State defense?
That's it? Okay, I'm sorry, I thought you gave names for the ship. And yeah, push it right into there. So we're going to start with our...
And so I'd like to point out to Matt, we are going to have lots of scarlet dice here, because the team up north just can't, they just overwhelmed all the red dice. Gotta love it. Alright, which one are we doing first?
Alright, we're going to start with... Alright, we'll be starting with the... let's start with the front, side arc first. Sorry, my bad. And since...
2 red, 3 black.
That's it, yep.
Good roll.
Both ordnance experts will reroll a blank, black. Not good. We'll take that anyways. And we're gonna lock down Sabo because we don't really want that hitting us back.
Okay, I will brace when you do it. So you're doing an assault proton?
I'm doing assault protons, you better believe it.
So 6 goes down to 3, we'll redirect to all of it to the starboard side. And the assault proton, power failure, my engineering value is reduced to half, rounded down. Okay, and rear shot.
Alright, rear shot, which?
2 reds and a black, because you got spine.
2 reds, I got spine, that's right.
2 accuracies and a blank.
You can ordnance that.
You sure?
With blank, why not?
Blank. Very accurate. What are you stopping with your accuracies?
Oh, just for the heck of it. It's obviously a salvo.
Yep, that's all I needed.
Alright, here comes Desmond. And he's going to try this little play here. And we'll see if the coach agrees. I don't know if the coach is kind of not happy with it. But he's gonna fly in here, and he's gonna see if he can fit right between the coach and the ref says.
Yep,
it does. Desmond's got those tricky feet. All right.
Okay, the Ohio State fan base. It's an engineering, using it to send 2 shields from the starboard to the front of Coach Day, reinvigorating him, and using 2 of their own points to then raise 1 shield back, using nav token, speed up speed 1. Doing double click here. This could be very bad juju. Yep, so the Ohio State fans were a bit overzealous and flew off the board. They're getting rowdy.
They got too drunk.
Yeah.
Rabbits.
Learn to need to place this a bit further up. Just remember that for next time.
Okay, Tom Brady's up. I mean, he is way off on the field. I don't know what he's doing. Must be flirting with his various cheerleaders over there. All these Ohio State cheerleaders that obviously watch their fans fly off the board. He flies around and slows down to speed 2 and just makes a turn.
Okay, Coach Day is ready to get his offense into gear. As a squadron command, I'm going to be, I already got a token, so I have to use it now, but I don't have to use it yet. So I do have a flight commander. Before I move though, I do have a clear side-to-side, long-range shot into the side of Desmond Howard. I'm just going to do that here because there's 2 reds. A little pot shot, maybe to soften up this cocky receiver who likes to pose in end zones. And that is a double.
Which we will spend to
Cancel.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll do my move. Moving at speed 1, using my nav token to speed up to 1. Doing a turn like so, and then I will decide if I'm going to drop my squads. So I'll be back. Okay, so as you guys can see from the pictures, Coach Day decided to unleash his offense. And we're going to be starting with the offensive weapons, and then CJ Stroud last, starting top to bottom. We're going after Ketsu Ono. See if we can't, actually we're going to go from bottom to top, bottom to top. See if we can't get Ketsu Ono off the field. All of these are going to be obstructed because of the asteroid field. So starting with the arcs, 2 blue and a red, taking out a blue, but adding in a blue because of flight controllers. So it'll be 2 blue and a red. We're going to be starting with Trayvon Henderson, running back, going into Ketsu. Have an accuracy and a hit, stop the scatter. So it has to take it?
Yeah, take it, yeah.
So she's down to 3. Next, we have Jackson Smith and Jigba going across the center in a slant route, as he does as a slot receiver. 2 hits.
We're going to brace that one.
Brace the 1.
Yeah.
Ketsu is down to 2 health remaining. We have Garrett Wilson going on deep route pattern. Accuracy and 2 hits will stop your scatter.
Oh. Gonna have to burn the brace on this one.
Yep, burn the brace. She's down to 1 health remaining. Then Chris Olave going on a fade route into the end zone. Can he get into position? He does with an accuracy and 3 hits.
Wow.
So Chris Olave with a spectacular fade route catch in the corner of the end zone. Ketsu Ono goes down.
Sacks her, yeah.
Yes, sacks on offense.
Mm-hmm.
And then CJ Stroud is just confident and happy in the fact that the pass was successful. No targets left on the field for the moment. Okay, in the squad phase, Rob has Surgeons and Shara has gone back here. Tycho has jumped to this side, getting in range for Sato shenanigans, I'm guessing. And for Hera moves, he's going to do an obstructed attack against Chris Olave, taking out a blue, which is 3 damage. So Hera doing her thing. No counter back because it's counter 1 and it's obstructed. So now where's Hera moving?
And Hera's going to join Shara. Close to Shara, she can. I think she can. Well, not that close.
Only speed 3.
I know. But she will be what, far?
From Shara?
Yeah.
No, but you'll be within her range. Her range is 1 to 2.
She'll be there.
Okay. is it for the squad phase, guys. And we are getting near the end of the third quarter, start of the fourth quarter. So we will be back at the start of round 5, and we'll see if the Ohio State team can recover from the rowdiness of the fans who got kicked out of the stadium. Start of round 5, top of the fourth quarter. Using Concentrate Fire to refresh the spot one last time, because it'll be one last time we can put it out. Unfortunately, the Ohio State fans have been kicked out of the stadium for rowdiness, or just penalized excessively. They are no longer a factor. We will see, because of that debacle on the sidelines and in the stands, this is actually a close game, if nothing else dies. So we'll have to see if the Ohio State team can recover and if the team up north team can recover. I don't know. And then we will find out soon, coming up in a little bit, who the actual coach is on the Michigan side.
All right, up next is the MC30, Desmond. And he is now going to take a, I'm almost going to call it Hail Mary, shot right here, into the front of the coach.
Navigate dial.
His navigate dial, and he'll be using it too. So, it'll be 2 red, but he's going to turn it into 2 black, because...
Hey, before we get started, thermal shields. 1 black dice.
Here
it comes.
1 black die.
See a crit. Got what I wanted.
Yep.
I will salvo and redirect. So 1 red pot shot coming back. Get you to spend any evade. It's crit.
You did.
Ready to cancel. And then I will redirect.
Well, with the APT.
Right?
Yeah.
APT goes through the shields.
Yep.
And it is life support failure. Discard all my command tokens. I cannot have any. Squad command token goes away.
That's good.
No big deal. I think you guys all know what my dials are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Squad token's good, right?
Yes.
All right. Up comes Desmond and navigation command. All right. So he's making slow down to 2, and he's just gonna go right around there and try to get some.
All right, it's time for Coach Day's master plan, or you could just say exploiting. You know it's gonna be Coach Harbaugh. Coach Harbaugh, doing what Coach Harbaugh does, and Matt, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Aren't you glad he's still your coach? I just want to throw that out there. We're gonna do this all right here because this is all gonna be done one at a time because it is gonna matter. These are Coach, Harbaugh's focus. And the offense is coming on in. It is a squad command. Because of Koon, they all have grit because CJ Stroud, aka Ahsoka, aka an adept, is near all of them. And only Hera is locking people down. So, but they will not get Koon's ability because they have to be within distance 1 to 3, or a ship has to be distance 1 to 3, and it's not, but we need this opportunity to go in and attack now before Coach Harbaugh gets away. So first down, we're going to send in Trayvon Henderson. And coming over as far as he can to make room for his other teammates. Like so. Still within distance 1. Just going to be as barely in distance 1 as we can be. Like so. So Trayvon Henderson has the ball. Powerhouse running back. Got an accuracy and a crit. Lock down your redirect.
Right, will evade the crit.
Okay. It's an accuracy, so no damage. Alright, then we have Jackson Smith and Jigba coming in. Again, doing what he does best, the slant patterns and out patterns skill receiver, you could say, is what a traditional role is. And again, making sure as far out as possible because they're going to be reversing direction next round. Can't imagine why. Alright, Jackson Smith and Jigba coming in. Accuracy hit. Stop the green evade.
Let's see. You're in the back, right? Oh,
Yep.
You have to, actually. Take it on the shield.
Take it on the shield. Shield's down. Alright. Then we have Garrett Wilson on the deep ball, as he is wont to do. Streaking down the field, trying to get into the end zone. See if we can't get another touchdown. And we are still within one there. Into the back. Hit crit.
Alright, well, we're going to be, so I'll evade the, crit.
Okay.
Make me roll that.
It's a hit.
Alright, and then I will redirect.
All over the show.
Okay. So I'll redirect, and unfortunately we do not have a Vance. So I'll redirect over to the, where's that side? Port side. Oh my gosh.
Port shield's down. Now, let's see. I don't know if I can get Chris Olave in range. Chris Olave cannot get in range. So what Chris Olave is going to do is going to attack Hera. Chris Olave is going to get in range of Hera. Just barely in range of Hera. And throw a smackdown on Hera. So it'll be 3 blue with flight controllers and a red. You guys are still seeing what's going down?
Yeah.
On this live here. Hera's got a brace. Got an extra to stop that brace, so 3 damage on Hera.
Just gotta take it. That's what you do.
Down to 5. And then Ahsoka, or you could say CJ Stroud, is going to be throwing into Hera as well. 4 blues and a black with flight controllers, and then Ahsoka will move after this. She does this attack into Hera. CJ Stroud, it is 4 damage, no accuracies though. Oh wait, sorry, adept. CJ Stroud is a star quarterback, 5 damage.
But no action.
No accuracies.
So we'll brace that down to 3.
Yep, so Hera is now down to 2 health remaining. Then Hera, or not Hera, but CJ Stroud is going to move in a way to make sure that he's giving adept to all of his receivers, but also locking down Hera, because Hera does have grit, so we need 2 to lock down Hera. So I'm barely going to be touching Hera. Don't want to let her getting away while still being within distance 1 of his receivers and running back. And now, for the ship phase of all that was the squad command. All went down. So now, what's that?
You forgot something.
What'd I forget?
We just moved.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. So the reason why I take Ahsoka instead of a generic Aether Spider, she moved. This is a friendly game. Friendly game between Team Up North and Ohio State. But it's also me learning to make sure I don't forget this stuff for potential tournament play.
Sorry, Matt. This is for his tournament play.
Yeah,
I had to.
So CJ Stroud gets up right next to Chris Olave and says, "Go out for an out pattern in the flat." And CJ Stroud, Chris Olave throws 2 blue dice back at Hera for 2 crits that do nothing. So
either way,
incomplete pass.
but still good practice.
Yes. So now you're going to be doing a flag out the side at Hera. Coach Day. Accuracy hit. Doesn't really matter.
Nope,
So 1 health remaining. And then out the front, if it is clear, take a pot shot at Coach Harbaugh. I think it is, and it is clear.
Really? Wow.
So pot shot to Coach Harbaugh, 2 red dice. I'm not going to kill him, but just keep working on him. Double blank. Coach Day isn't known for, he's more for he's commanding.
He's commanding. He's a coach.
He's a coach.
He's not a player.
Yeah. And then movement, speed 1. We are going to hit this asteroid field. That's okay. If I just go dead straight, I think I might not hit it. Actually, I won't. So we'll just go straight. And we don't hit it by just going straight, which is good, barely. And there we have it.
Okay, Tom Brady's up. We do not know what he's doing out there again. Keeps on flirting. It's a navigation dial. Using it just turns.
Okay, Ohio State defense. See if we can't intercept the coach trying to run away. Let's concentrate fire. Take me a token. We're going to use that to refresh Clone Captain Zach. No shot with the ignition. Just going straight to. And then for the last placement of our ignition for the Spa T, going out starboard side. Actually, no, we're going to go out the front. Just to cut off most possible places of retreat. And there's the token, and then there is Coach Harbaugh coming around.
Alright, up next, Coach. And he has a navigation dial, which he will definitely be using, but first, we have a rear shot out to the coach. On the coach's, on Ohio's coach side, right there. And he's going to be turning, because their ship's over, this squadron's over there, he'll be turning it into a black die. Firing in, and, no, one moment please. Sorry, those stadium fans going on.
Yes. Hit.
Just a hit.
I'll burn my salvo to throw one back at you. Blank again. Again, Coach Day. Not one for you.
Alright, Coach is up. He's navigation dial. He goes down to speed 3 because we're at speed 4. He uses the extra click at speed
Squad
1.
phase. It's all right.
Okay, so Air is locked down. So she is literally covered. And then
Who is she attacking?
she's gonna be attacking the regular generic because shot attacking us over is just
Yep, so attacking Crystal Ave. 3 blues. 2 hits.
especially attackers.
Counter back. For a hit.
Blue because just scatter it. Because we're done after this one.
Scatter. Okay, Tycho.
Tycho comes in. Tycho's gonna help on the same one if he can. Of course he can. He can move anywhere.
Like here.
Yep. He's gonna shoot the same guy.
Yeah, with Crystal Ave. 1 damage. Still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
Easily. They have like 7 health.
1 health remaining.
Oh, yeah.
And counter back for nothing. What's Harry doing?
Well, Aaron. Boy, Aaron. You could try attack, but it's still got a counter.
Yep.
He's been rolling those misses, but this is when it counts.
Yep.
So, Aaron can't move. She can attack. Yeah, I think she's gonna sit there.
No attack from here.
No, not attack for her.
Alright. So for the squad phase, guys, we are now into the 4th quarter. We'll be back at the start of round 6. Final minutes of the 4th quarter, I should say. 2-minute offense. Round 6, 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. It's actually a close game because of mishaps from the Ohio State crowd. It should be, it's not even a foregone conclusion. This could still be a win for the team up north. We'll have to see what happens. I think it's going to come down to squad kills. And, will any other ships die before the end of the game? I doubt it, but we'll see.
Alright, up is Desmond. It's navigation dial. And he's taking 1 shot, which is going to be, well, it would have been 1 red, but it's actually going to turn to black because of the Hera. Probably take that right into the side of the coach for a hit.
1 hit.
I will use ordnance experts and do it again.
Thank you.
The blank, of course. That's how it works. And
We have this guy for back flak.
I have a back flag. Good. We will shoot back flag because we can. 1 blue. It's a hit.
1 hit. Alright. Was on Trayvon Henderson. Going down to 6.
And now we're going to move.
Now for movement.
Okay, Desmond, with his navigation dial, has sped up to 3. and he's just gonna be going to get ready to get off court because game's about over.
Okay. It's Coach Day, squad command. This is the last attempt to maybe try to get maybe some field goal points or something to pull out the win, because it is a close game still. All the squads are going after the Team Up North squads. See what we can take out. First is going to be we're going to be sending in Trayvon Henderson. He's going to fly over this way and going to attack Tycho. Tycho will be our first victim. So it'll be 3 blues and a red, flight controllers. Ooh, double accuracy. So lock down both his brace and scatter. 2 damage on Tycho.
He's gonna take it, yep.
And he has a counter back.
Yep, counter 3.
Counter
Or
2.
Sorry about that.
1 damage onto Trayvon Henderson. Then we are going to have, let's go where? Yeah, we are going to send in Jackson, Smith, and Jigba over here to also attack Tycho. Let's get that roll again. Let's get that perfect roll. 3 blue and a red. Nope, just 1 hit.
1 hit. How many more you gotta go? We get a bunch. And we're down to 2.
Down to 2.
I'm gonna brace it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna brace it anyways.
It's 1 damage.
Yep.
Are you doing bracing to a half?
Oh, they said I did 2. I'm sorry, they did 2. Then I will.
You have 2 health remaining.
Yeah, I know. I'll scatter it.
Okay, scatter.
Yep,
Counter back. For 2 damage. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba takes 2 damage at the end of the game. Then we will have here Wilson. Actually, no, that's right. Come in this way. Get out of the obstruction. That's what I was looking at. See if we can't finish off Tycho. This elusive bugger. 2 damage.
Well. Oh man. I'll brace it. I'll brace it. For 1.
Tycho's got 1 health remaining.
Yep.
Counter back. Garrett Wilson takes 1 damage. Alright. Then Ahsoka, also known as CJ Stroud, is going to finish off Tycho. 4 blue and a black. Well, that is 5 damage. No accuracy, so we're going to have to add at that. Come on, accuracy. Come on, CJ Stroud. There it is. Laser focus, quarterback.
Wow.
Threading the needle.
Yeah. Even if he did scatter the first one, it wouldn't matter.
And then counter back.
Yeah.
Accuracy hit, assuming we stop the scatter.
Yes.
Okay. Now, because he has been trapped in coverage, but now he has been released from coverage, he has a free lane to get open. Chris Olave is going to attack Hera and put Hera out of her misery. Just need 1 damage. 3 blue and a red. And we got it. Hera goes down. And now that only Charbet is left, and with the support of CJ Stroud and Plo Koon, and you could say Coach Day, getting grit, will fly away from Charbet to not let her get the kill. And just for the heck of it, you'll go and flag Charbet.
Yeah, probably 6 months.
For nothing. Again, Coach Day That one for being, you know.
Nothing.
Yeah. And we move forward. As the victory is secured, the Gatorade bath showers over him, resulting in a face-up damage card.
No shower, please. No,
Capacitor failure. The pole zone has no shields, I can't raise them. It does not matter. And then we can pretty much call it there. Tom Brady is, you know, going off with some cheerleaders. Giselle is mad. The Ohio State defense just could not get close enough to Coach Harbaugh. Harbaugh would be able to make a tight turn to stay on the field, do not fly off the field. And then lastly, Charbet can throw a pot shot at somebody if she wants.
Oh, she will.
Who's she pot shotting?
Why not? She will shoot. Anybody on low health over there?
Ahsoka's on 3.
She's going with Ahsoka. Why not? Let's go for it.
Accuracy hit.
So we stopped the scatter.
So Ahsoka down to 2, CJ Stroud down to 2. We'll counter back, why not? Add up that double accuracy. So, that is it. Game is over, time is up. We'll go to points. It was a much closer game than it should have been. But as usual with the game between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the team up north, it is always a close game, except whenever it's amazing and the team up north gets absolutely blown away. That did not happen this time. So we go to the points, get you the final results as we go to the post-game interview on SportsCenter. All right, there we have it. It came down to the Ohio State Buckeyes, 163 points, and because of fans being unruly and penalties as such in the horseshoe, 54 to the team up north. It should have been an 8-3 victory. It came out to be 7-4. Because of that, there will be fines, of course, by the NCAA or unruly fans. So we need to get the fans under control. But as we all suspected, of course Harbaugh was the coach, and of course he lost the game. That's just what Harbaugh does, as Matt Soms knows all too well. But
Sato, Harbaugh.
Yes. So, Social General, how would you like to go with it?
Well, I thought it was a really good game. I really do. When I saw that map and you sent me the light ships, I like the whole idea. I flew it that. I will tell you that. Sato and Tom Brady, I don't even know where the heck he was going, to be honest. I mean, he was flirting with those Ohio cheerleaders, I guess. But, yeah, you told me how to fly it, and I flew it wrong. So, and also when Vance started placing down over there, this castle that he calls it, that threw me. That threw me good. Because I was like, how am I going to get around? There's only one way to get around, and I can't fly off that board that way. And that was way on the edge, almost behind him. So I had to go, okay. And he set up the obstacles perfectly. He really did. And I was amazed that I could actually fly through them. I mean, I actually did some parallel flying in that one. But in general, I mean, I like the fleet. I can see why you like this fleet, why you're doing well with it. My first time playing it, I would play it again, definitely. And no, it's a good fleet. So yeah, I should have flown Tycho and Chara or some ship after the first vendor, the one with the spot T on it, and had both of my MC-30s just throw everything I had into it because I had 5 health left, and after the first MC-30 I shot into it. By then the other one was dead, so it was no good. So some errors on my part. So hardball, obviously, easier. But no, and the fighters at the end, he has hull 7. I had one fighter I could take down. It was one. But he did it right. I should have flagged. I probably should have flagged. No, actually I could not flag at that time. Because if I could have, it was obstructed. Because I only have one blue die. If I could have flagged and actually did the damage, then that guy would have been down. I don't think it wouldn't make any difference in the points really, but make me feel better. I set my whole fighter down, squadron. But
Well, might have prevented one of your squads from dying. I needed all 5 to kill Hera and
Yes.
Tycho
Yep.
in that sequence. So
Yep.
one of them would have been alive.
Yep, so one of them right, but still, I mean, they're worth a lot more than whatever. E19s?
Art.
Was it ARC? Okay. They're worth a lot more than ARC is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, about equal. Hera is what with more Tycho.
oh, Hera is worth so much. She's a lot. I really needed to keep her safe. I mean, she had 8 health and she went dropped quickly. I mean, he had everything that a fighter squadron should have. So it was like, yeah, she went down real quick. And I really should have flown the fighters, my squadrons, all into his squadrons when they dropped. That way I would have kept him locked down. They would have been too busy fighting with him. They wouldn't have been bombing my guys and blah blah. But I thought I'd try to get close to the ship and try to get red off the board. And actually, I think it threw more red than black.
They did.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
Scarlet.
Yeah, there's a lot of red going up there. So, sorry about that, Matt. But, anyways, Ben, you're up to-
So the overall, I think I needed to engage faster to make sure that my bombers weren't wasted. I only had 1 round of getting a few in, and they were out of range of what I would normally like with Plo to keep this extra accuracy for them. So I think I kept my carrier back too long. I should have started moving him up sooner so I could have intercepted. But overall, I still like the way the fleet set up. Of course, flying the pelt off, that was just stupid. I locked it in immediately and didn't look at it. So if I would just pay more attention, that it should have been 0 points. Should have been 163 to 0. And I'll also just deploy the pelta further up from the edge. I like that sideways just to keep it in a support role.
Oh, that's good.
But I need to deploy it further up so whenever I do the turn at 1, it won't swing off the board. So it just needs to deploy further up. Learned that. I love the way Venator 1 worked. It did its job.
Yeah.
One-shotted basically, and then not basically it did. One-shotted MC-30.
Oh, it
Just
did,
incredible amount of firepower can put out at close range. You get that double arc at the spot in the
Oh,
front.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And again, just need to coordinate better to where I can have that hit at the same time as the carrier, then hitting and dropping its bombers on top of the ship within effective range to get Plo Koon's benefit, all that good stuff. So,
And you gotta remember Ahsoka.
and you remember Ahsoka, yeah, Rob reminded me.
Yeah.
But yes, that's the reason why you take Ahsoka over. Well,
Yeah.
one of the reasons. One
One
of the
reason.
reasons is she has grit as well, so she can move around, and also so that she gives the additional attack to maybe drop something. And I like the way that the arcs performed as fighters, because it was primarily as fighters. That's why I like multi-role
Yes.
squads. So
Yep.
they are bombers, but they are also effective fighters, especially with flight controllers. So.
Oh gosh, yes. They're incredible.
The only thing I might try to find a way to just adjust things, maybe because I can fit Bomber Command on the Pelta, I wouldn't be able to use projection experts, and the Ven would have to rely on his own concentrate fire commands to refresh the spot. Because I'm just wondering if I'm going to focus on bombers, if it's, even when I'm getting a guaranteed accuracy, if I get my ranges right with Plo and 2 blues, just to make sure I get that reroll I need. So, not a lot else I'm going to adjust on. I kind of like where it's at, except for that, just figure out the Pelta's role.
Yeah, I guess maybe not diverse too much. Like you said, you like doing multi-roles, but maybe doing too many
Multi-rolls of what?
of multi-fighters in your ships and stuff.
Well, no, that's why I'm rain.
But I meant like with your bomber command, you should have that in there.
Right, well that's not nothing to do with multi-role, that's just to do with what the Pelta's role is. Right now the Pelta's role is support.
Correct.
It's not fighter support, it's support for ships.
Correct.
So it's the choice of, do I want to be support for ships, or do I want to be fighter support?
Right, so that's what I'm saying, you have to decide which one. I think you find that right fit. I think you can find.
So we'll figure that out. Make some adjustments here, there, plenty of time. And even if this, I've actually got this, got a Rebel fleet, got a couple Imperial fleets. I've got a whole bunch of fleets that I've got ideas for. Only can take 2. So, but yeah, got all. So you guys are gonna be seeing over the next weeks and month and a half, multiple different iterations of different things that I'm gonna be trying. All right. Well, thank you, Matt. We'll see how the real game goes this Saturday, and I'm not gonna say good luck to you because I wish no luck whatsoever to the team up north. But, hopefully it's a good game when we beat you.
Be at least good sports.
At least it'll be a good game.
Yeah.
Like it'll be a close game. We don't want to just, completely cream you. You need to have some dignity when you lose, right?
Right.
But,
and hopefully Hardball is not there.
He is.
He is the coach. I'm sorry. No.
He's been the coach. Still is the coach. Should have been fired last year. But I'm curious what your thoughts on that, Matt. Why Hardball is still the coach. So, don't forget about the giveaway, guys. Just comment in the comments, no question. You even talk about the rivalry of the Ohio State and the team of North.
Yeah.
If you even care. And if you don't care, you can comment on my list about that this is a very real potential list. I'm going to take the Las Vegas Open, whether for the relaxed tournament or the real tournament. And the giveaway for November is either going to be a Providence, a Venator, or $60 store credit at the Tater Ship Shop.
Nice.
It'll be the winner's choice when I announce it on December 1st. So, thank you so much, John Rob.
Well, thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
And thanks for watching, guys. And until next time, take it easy.